afternoon, or good day from wherever you are joining us from. So today's track is track 2, and we'll be looking at DP 700, 600. Wow. Let me share my screen. Permit me to turn off my video. I have some little angels beside me.
Please, you can.
Please let me know when you can see my screen, because I'm not
Yeah,
on
your
the
screen is up.
app.
Your screen is up.
Yeah, so
Go ahead.
okay, so I'll just
We
be
can see
switching
you.
between. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. So you're welcome to track 1, and I mean track 2, and this is week 1 for track 2. Let me hide this. My name is Anna Ifeturi, as my boss has introduced me. I'm an MCT Microsoft certified holder. Today we'll be looking at, because our time is fast spent, I'll try to manage the timing as best as possible.
So
But if you
sorry
have
for cutting
questions,
in. We are not
yes, sir.
seeing your presentation slide. We are seeing PowerPoint slides. Not you are not presenting. You are not seeing the presentation slide.
Oh, okay. Let me. Okay. I think let me share. Let me share my entire window then. Let me share my entire screen then. So maybe we'll
Okay,
be
thank you.
able to. Yes. Let me share my entire screen. So I think with that we'll be able to see. Let me know where you can see my screen. Is my screen invisible?
Not yet.
No, we
Oh
are
my
still
God.
seeing the PowerPoint. We are still seeing the PowerPoint screen.
Yes, that's where I want to start from.
Okay, share your full screen. The
I'm
screen.
Okay.
actually sharing.
No, this the screen.
Okay,
The
yes, you
last
can go
the
ahead and
last
present
icon.
now. You can go ahead and present now.
So can we see the screen now?
Yes, it's okay now.
Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
we can.
Okay. So the agenda for today, let me go to the next slide. Let me hide this. So can we still see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. So today we will be looking at how to create free Microsoft Fabric accounts, so that we can have hands-on for those of us that actually couldn't, doesn't have maybe an organizational account. You don't want to use the organizational account, and you want to, at least, like, you want to have a hands-on. So we'll be looking at how to create that, and today the major task is for us to um, create a workspace, create a lakehouse, and then ingest data into the lakehouse. We can, if we have time, we'll prepare transform and load the data into our data table if time permits. Otherwise, we will um, Otherwise, we'll postpone that till next time. Excuse me a moment. Um, Give me. Okay. I want to put it in a presenter view. Okay. So now we are having data engineering in Microsoft Fabric. That is what we want to look at. And we want to know the how to implement data fabric solutions with Microsoft Fabric. I mean, data engineering solutions with Microsoft Fabric. So we all know that Microsoft Fabric provides various data engineering capabilities to, for us to ensure that data is easily accessible, well organized, and of high quality. So access the data engineering homepage. So with that, we'll be looking at as much as we'll be able to cover for today, but be ensured that before the end of the 6 weeks, we'll be able to cover an end-to-end about data engineering, which also covers DP 600. So if you want to write DP 600 or DP 700 exam, I think you are in the best class. And then why Microsoft Fabric for data engineering? Like we said, Fabric is a unified environment for most teams to collaborate. Like you have the data analysts, the data engineers, the data scientists, and the data engineers. They are able to have their scalable pipelines, which provides robust pipelines for large-scale operations. They can use Spark engine, which utilizes a powerful Spark-based compute engine. We have the Lakehouse architecture. The Lakehouse is where it's a kind of a storage where you store your data, and the Lakehouse it is able to hold both structured and unstructured data or semi-structured data. It has built-in security, which includes integrated security, governance, and real-time features. This we will cover, as we dive into the course. Key components of Fabric, we have the data factory, so which is a cloud scale data integration service designed to handle complex data movement transformation scenarios. We have data engineering, which is what's one of the workflows that we'll be looking at in this next 6 weeks. We have data warehousing, which also is another storage like the Lakehouse, but this time the data warehouse is a relational database which holds structured data. Remember, we talked about the Lakehouse, that the Lakehouse holds unstructured, semi-structured, and structured data. But for data warehousing, data warehouse stores only structured data, which is like your SQL database that we are normally familiar with using our management studio SSMS. So we have data science. The data engineering prepares the data, for making it ready for analytics solutions for the data scientists, and then also the analysts. We have real-time analytics, which which processes data in real time, and the data is usually in large volume, and so most of its own data is stored in an event house. So an event house holds unstructured data. Then we have Power BI, and I know that most of us are familiar with Power BI. I know that most of us are familiar with Power BI, which we use in data visualization. And then we have data activator. So this data activator in Microsoft Fabric is a no-code experience designed to automatically take actions when specific patterns or conditions are detected in changing data. So I think mostly we call it triggers. So when something, we can set like an alert, trigger, or schedule, so that when changes occur in our data, we can get notified. And lastly, we have one lake, and this one lake is a unified storage for all data workloads. So as we can see, all your data can be securely handled in one lake, just like we have OneDrive for storage that we normally use in our OneDrive. It is secure data lake designed to serve as the central repository for all your organization's data. So benefits of data professionals. For data professionals, it is a low code to advance. So if you don't know how to write code, you are welcome. You have a co-pilot within Fabric if you have the license, and you'll be able to scale through, maneuver whichever data you want, whatever you want to do within the Microsoft Fabric environment. And the Fabric caters for both low-code users and advanced developers. It offers flexibility for various skill levels. It streamlines solutions, simplifies building modern data solutions, and enhances efficiency in data workload. So with that, I think if we have questions before we go into the demo. Any question, please? Hold on. Okay, so if there are no questions, I think I have to go on. I want to drop a link on the chat. I want to drop a link on the chat so that okay, so let me grab the link from here. I want to drop this link on the chat. Is there a question on the chat? Please, can you present slide by slide and not include the next slide? Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm seeing this late.
No, but you're okay now. You're okay.
Okay. So I dropped a link on the chat. So with this link, if I go to a new browser, I guess you are still seeing my screen, right? Are we still seeing my screen, please?
Yes, it just says Google. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's where I am. Yes.
Yes, okay,
So
that's fine.
so the first on the agenda is that we want to look at how to create a free Microsoft Fabric account. All right. So with that link, azure.microsoft.com/free, it will bring you here. So you click on try for free. If you click on pay as you go, it means that it's going to charge you as you proceed in your work. But if you click on try Azure for free, it's not going to charge you anything. So we click on try Azure for free. So it will open up a window, an interface for us, and it will ask us to sign in. At this point, because I've already signed in, so it's going to take me straight to my Azure because I have an Azure account. But for those of us who doesn't have Azure accounts, what do I do now? Let me use incognito. I'll come back here, but let me try it here so that it will give me a free one. So by the time you click on try for free, so you enter your normal maybe Gmail or either Gmail or whichever personal email. So you just enter it. So it will request for password. Honestly, I don't think I can remember my password. So you can put your password and click on next. When you click on next, it will bring you to this interface, and then you hit on sign in. So you can sign in from your end. It's requesting for code. I think you should sign in another way. Let him send me a text message, and let me try and grab that text message. Hello, can anyone still hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Okay. Okay, so 609-825. Yeah. So I click on OK. So it will also ask you for authentication at your end. So with that, it will bring you to this
please,
interface.
could you mute yourselves if you're not speaking? Please.
Okay, so it will bring you to this interface. And once you get to this interface, you enter in your details. So I'm not going to enter my details because I already have one. So you enter in your detail and you click sign up when you are done. It will not allow me to click sign on because I didn't fill in those details. So when you click sign on, it's going to bring you to this Azure environment. So when you get here, you click on this new user. When you click on this new user, you click on create. So when you click on create, you can see user principal name. So you put in the name it has already given you at the remaining aspects 44zrgk on microsoft.com. So if it is your name and your surname, whichever name you want to add, you can put it. So let me just put Anne. And then you can now hit on, if you click next, I'm already a member. So if I click on review and create, I have an unsaved. So if I click on review and create, it's going to create it for me. I guess I guess I missed out a step, so it's not bringing out that. So let me have it back. Okay, display name. Let me call the display name to be Angloba. And then you can copy this password and keep it so that, or you can change to the password that you want. I wouldn't be needing this anyway. So, but if you want this password, let me open it. So this is the password it has given me because I have auto generate password. So if I need it, if I want it, I will copy it. But if I don't want it, I can, I can say, don't give me password. I can generate password by myself. But if you are like me that is lazy, you can say, okay, generate password for me. And then make sure you copy that password because you are going to use it when you get to Microsoft Fabric environment. So if we proceed to next, it's requesting for my last name. So I just fill that. I don't think I need any other thing. I think I'm okay. If I click on next, I think I'm fine. So I can just say it should create for me. And I'll hit on create. And of course, my account has been created successfully. So here, let me just refresh so that I can look for the new name that I have done. So this is the one I just created, Angloba. You can see me here. This is the Microsoft with which I signed in. And this is the new one I just created. You can see it, right? And at this on Microsoft. So this one too, you also copy it. This is the corporate email now that you are going to use in Microsoft Fabric to sign in instead of your Gmail account, because you will not be able to sign in with your Gmail account, and because it will be requiring for your work or school. So you copy also the email and store it just as you copy the password and store. So with that, you'll be able to use it in Microsoft Fabric. But I won't be needing mine, so I'm going to delete it. All right. Any questions so far? Where is my Teams? I think there are new messages. Any questions so far? Okay, thank you, Ogoshuku. Thank you. Okay, any questions so far?
Yes, ma'am, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I used to have this Microsoft Azure account, which has expired. I don't know how my experience will be now if I want to register a new account.
Probably you use incognito and use another name to do for free.
Okay, thank you.
If the previous one was is still recognized, so probably yeah.
Okay, thank you.
It's just a workaround, just for you to have hands-on and to be able to do something. So any other question? Okay,
Hello,
so
good
with
afternoon.
that, yes, please, good afternoon.
So I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I saw that you wanted to log into Fabric, so you came to Azure first. So I want to know. So for me, I don't have Fabric's account. I don't have Azure. Do I have to start from Azure before going to Fabric, or how do I want to create an account?
Okay, so to create an account, the Azure I went to is a workaround, because I assume that I don't even have an Azure account, and I assume that I don't have an account with which I can log in into Microsoft Fabric, because Microsoft Fabric will not allow me to make use of my ann@gmail.com. Yes. So since it will not allow me, to be requesting for my work or school account. So the workaround is that if you're not going to create an account, a trial account with Azure. You don't have an Azure account. You are creating the account in Azure. So if you check the charts, on the chart we have http azure.microsoft.com/free. So that is where you start from. So when you enter that in a browser, it will open up try Azure for free. So if you click on it, enter your Gmail or Yahoo or Hotmail, whichever account that you have. When you enter it, it will not open up the Azure environment for you because you are on trial. But your intention is not that you want to work in Azure environment. But of course, if you are a data engineer and you want to work in Azure environments, you can as well make use of that account to work in Azure environment. So you go to that create user on the search bar. When you get to the Azure environment, you enter your user. So when you enter user, it will open up the user for you. So you see that icon user. So when you see that icon user, you now click on new user because you want to create a new user. So this user is what you will see. You will see this user. Then you click on new user. So this new user is that you want to create a user for yourself. So with it, by the time it creates the user, just like if you want to open a Gmail account, Gmail at gmail.com will be added for you. So when you enter your name, it will also add for you this prefix that ends up on Microsoft, so that you can use that same Gmail account, this same account that you have created here. You can see various people that have created an account. You can see my name. This is angloba@gmail.com. Because it is Gmail with which I enter, you can see that it's telling me that I'm a guest. But at the time I've created on Microsoft, it's telling me that my user type is a member. So you now copy this particular email that he has given to you. Subsequently, when you want to log in into Azure or into Microsoft Fabric, that is the account that you are going to use. I don't know if I was able to answer your question, sir.
Yes,
Hello?
you answered. Thank you very much. Yeah, I got it now.
Okay. Any other question, please?
Yes, please. A quick one, please. Hello.
Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, madam. I'm with you.
Yeah. Please, I know that before you create an Azure account, you need a dollar card, or if that's not
So that is why we know you need a dollar card. So that is why we said you should enter azure.microsoft.com/free. When you enter it in any browser, it will bring an option for you. You can see it on the chart. Try it on your browser.
okay.
So it will now bring out an option for you to try for free, and it is the free one that you want to try. So let me enter it again. I don't know if you were on the call when we tried that. So you enter it in a browser, you can see azure.microsoft.com/free. So this is the interface that it will bring out for you. So when it brings out this interface, let me close this. When it brings out this interface, this is try Azure for free. It will allow you to try, but I don't know the number of days, whether 60 days or 30 days. So you click on try for free, but if you click on pay as you go, you are going to use your dollar card.
All right, thank you.
I don't know if
very much.
I answer your question, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Any other question, please? It is very important for us to get this because we want people to have hands-on. So can we? Okay, so if we are okay, let's move on to the next phase. We're not going into Microsoft Fabric. Sorry, please confirm if you can still hear me. My earpiece fell off.
Yes, loud and clear.
All right, thank you very much. Let me see. Okay. So this is what we'll be working on. We are going to be creating a workspace. We are going to be creating a lake house. And then we'll try as much as possible. Our time is fast spent though, but we'll try as much as possible to meet up with what we have. So on the browser, I think I drop a link. app.fabric.microsoft.com. So that is the link that will take us into Microsoft Fabric. So when you log in with your, because I have already logged in before, it didn't ask me to log in. So, but if you are logging in for the first time, of course, okay, let me go back to that incognito. Let me open another browser. I don't need this anymore. I'm going to type app.fabric.com. So it will ask you to put in your email. So that email that you copy, you put it here. So let me assume that this one will not go through anyway. Sorry, I don't know my password offhand. So I'm not going to stress myself. So, but you enter the email like I demonstrated that you copy from Azure. When you enter it and submit it, it will take you to sorry, I'm trying to see if I can copy my email. But then let me just explain it. I guess you'll get it. So if you plug in your email here and you click submit, it will open up another interface for you. And you just follow the steps, plug in your password, and then it will ask you for authentication to send to your phone, and then you authenticate and it will open up Microsoft Fabric for you. So the final environment will be Fabric environment. Okay, so with that, we are here in Microsoft Fabric. So the first task we are supposed to do is to create a workspace. This is our workspaces. On the far left here, as you can see my mouse, is where you have the menu. This is the home page. This is the home page. Let me close this. So this is the home page. Welcome to Fabric. So you are going to see something like this. You can create your new workspace from here, or you can come to workspaces. If you click on it, and below you can also create new workspace. Now a workspace is like an environment. For instance, we are on Teams environment right now, which is a kind of a workspace where we are having this training. So for us to work, we need to create an environment where we know that we are going to keep all our apparatus. It's like you have a kitchen in your home, and you want to cook. So all what you are going to need for your cooking, the pots, all the utensils, the the oil you will need, the vegetables, the veggies, everything will be in the kitchen, so that it will be within a workspace. So that is how important it is for us to have a workspace. We won't just create a lakehouse or bring in data and just dump it all around and it's flying all around. No. So we need a work setting where we know that, okay, by the time we come into this environment, because it is a large environment where teams collaborate. So if you create a workspace for your team, it will be easy for you to give the name of your workspace to your team, and then your team will, and you grant them access into that workspace. Your team will be able to collaborate, easily, and you'll be able to respond to questions or comments as the case may be, based on the task that you and your team are working on. So that is why we'll be creating a workspace. So we'll just go ahead and create a workspace. Now, you can give me a name that we can call this workspace. Can someone unmute and give me a name to call the workspace? Hello? Am I still
Fabrics
audible?
tutorial.
Hey, fabric tutorial. Okay. Fabric tutorial. Let me leave it like this, the P700. All right. So we know it's not, so fabric tutorial, we just make it simple and we hit on apply. If you have a logo, of course, of your organization, you can upload the logo here. But let's just keep it simple and let's hit on apply. So with that, we have our workspace. Our workspace is empty. So there is nothing here yet. Add something new or upload something to see here. So this is our workspace. The next task we saw, the next task we saw is that we are going to create a lakehouse. So to create a lakehouse, we are going to hit on new. You can see that I'm in my workspace. I'm not outside the workspace. So I'm going to hit on new item. Now, under this new item, I have a lot that I can do. It's asking me, what do I want to do? Do I want to get data? No, I don't want to get data yet. What I want to do first is to create a storage. Remember, we mentioned some storage. We said lakehouse is for unstructured, semi-structured, and structured data. So what I want to do is store data. That is what I want to do. So when you open up, you can see the heading is usually bold. This is get data. Another get data, you have all of these activities that you can use to get data, into the warehouse. And then you have store data. So you have all of these available at your disposal. And do you want to prepare data? Yes, you have all of this to prepare your data and to clean up your data. And then if you want to track data, you also have all of this below. If you want to visualize data, then you have all of this to make use of. You want to develop a data, so, and others. So you have, Microsoft have a very robust system for you that you can make use of. Can you please give me a minute? Thank you. Sorry for that. Um, Sorry for that break. So please confirm if you can still see my screen and you can still hear me.
Yeah, sure. We can see your screen. We can hear you.
Thank you, sir. Okay. So now what do we want to do? We want to create where we are going to store our data. And of course, we are told that we should make use of Lakehouse. So this is Lakehouse here. So I'm going to click on Lakehouse. And let's give our Lakehouse a name. We say Fabric. I think let's just say Tutorial Lakehouse. Is that how to spell tutorial? Sorry, oh, it's like the Lakehouse. So let me make the Lakehouse. Okay. All right. So if we like, you can either use Lakehouse schemas preview. It is still in preview, but you can make use of it. You may or you may not. So, well, we need the schema though. So maybe we just make use of it. Doesn't really matter. So we need to create motif. It's loading it for us. Okay, so now that we have created our lakehouse, this is our tutorial lakehouse. We have the tables. It has created the schema for us. You can see it says successfully created SQL analytic endpoints. So by the time we are bringing in any data, everything is handled for us. And we have the file, but currently we don't have anything. We have the file section and we have the table section. This file section serves as a kind of a staging environment where, like a buffer, where you keep your data, before preparation. So where you keep your data before preparation, it's usually, sorry, give me a moment. So when you load your data into this file section, it helps you like holding the data as a staging that you can, now prepare your data, check for your data quality and data quality on your data to know the type of the proper data types that you are to give to your data. You do all of those checking before you move it into the tables where you have, like I said, that the lakehouse is it holds both unstructured, semi-structured, and structured data. So this table section holds your structured data, just like you have it in our SQL DB. So the next thing we are going to do now is to load in data into our file section. So to load in data into our file section, like assuming you have maybe large data, instead of bringing in the whole data into the lakehouse, you can create a shortcut, to link to your data. I can create a new subfolder, or I can create a subfolder. I already have a file folder. I can create a subfolder. With this, I can upload my file or upload a folder. We are going to try both. This is the property. We can sort either by name, either ascending or descending. And this is a refresh button. So first of all, let us upload a file. Let's see how we can upload a file. And before I do that, let's create a subfolder. Let's create a folder underneath. So subfolder, let me call it transaction. That's my this is my spelling. Transaction sales. Okay, so I hit on create. Okay, so while it is creating, sorry, I think I missed out something while I was explaining. So by the time you log in into your Fabric, I've already hit on trial version. So in Fabric, you also you click on trial version and you click on apply. Because I've applied, you can see I have 8 days left. So you have 60 days. You have 60 days of free trial. So it's asking me that, do I want to cancel my trial? Of course, I don't want to cancel the trial. And if you look here, you can see that I have 8 days left out of my own 60 days. But if you create yours now, you'll be having 60 days to have your hands on a Microsoft Fabric. Okay, so now that we have a subfolder, we hit on this ellipse to upload the file. So let's first of all upload a file, and you can see a folder here. So you click on this folder, it will open up your desktop for you. So let me see. Let me use this one. So let me upload this file. I'll just click on it and hit on open. And then here, this overwrite file that already exists is grayed out because I really don't have any file yet in the subfolder, because I just created this. It's empty. So I'll just click on upload, and within some seconds, the file is ready. So you can see it is successful. So once you have done that, you close this interface and you come here and refresh your data. So when you refresh the folder and you open it or you click on it, it will show you the data. And for you to see the format, it will show you that this is an Excel folder. So we can see our data sets that we have just our 2021 sales CSV. It's a CSV file that we have just uploaded. So we can see that this is not structured right, because it is comma separated. Any questions so far?
Yeah, well done, man. Thank you. I have like 2 questions. Hello, ma.
Okay, so if there are no questions, let me proceed.
Sorry, I have a question. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you now. I didn't hear you before. Sorry.
Okay, so please, can you explain what a schema is when you were creating the lake house,
The
lake
lake
data
house. Okay.
information?
Okay. So
Yeah.
the schema was that they are like backend codes that is created for you, just like as I'm bringing in this file into the folder right now. Some codes are being generated behind for you, and you can see this DBO. So this is a schema that tells you that this is a table, a database, right? So
Okay.
every how do I explain it? I need something to explain it well for our understanding. So like every language has a schema, the structure, how it is being written. Let me use it like a system, a systematic way of how a language is, and how the structure of a particular table, how it looks like is the schema. So once it doesn't follow that same pattern, it will not align. I don't know if I'm able to explain that.
Okay, man. That's
Yeah,
fine. Thank you. Yeah.
you're welcome. Okay, so we will try to also see how we can upload a folder. We have been able to upload a file. Let's see if we can upload a folder. So we'll hit on the same folder here. It will open up our data, where we have it stored on our local machine. This is the folder that I have it stored in. So I think I want to cancel. I don't want to put it inside this subfolder that I created. So I want to put it in the file folder itself. So I'll come to this file folder, so that instead of this transaction sales subfolder having another folder, I just want it to also stand alone under this file section. So with that, I'll come and click on upload folder, and then I'll select the folder. This is the folder that has the data, and I'll upload the folder. Yes, it's letting me know that I have 5 files in that folder. Yes, I want all the 5 files. Please upload for me. And when I get here, it will ask me, do I want to upload? Yes, I want to upload the folder. So we just wait for a few seconds for it to upload all the data. So very good. So now we have our folder. So if we refresh this and we click on the sales, okay, so I can see all the five files that I was told that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is our 5 folder. So here you have the SQL analytic endpoints, where you can query data using your SQL. Okay, so now that we have the files here, the next assignment that we have is for us to use data lake gen 2 to ingest the data into our table here, this table section. So let's come to our workspace, and we click on new item. This time, what do we want to do? This time we want to prepare our data. So we come to the prepare data session, and we were told to make use of dataflow gen 2. Dataflow Gen 2 is the how will I describe it? It's the latest version to Dataflow Gen 1, and it's more robust than Dataflow Gen 1. So we go with Dataflow. So it has given us a name, Dataflow 1. We can decide to change the name or we can leave it. Now that we have Dataflow, what do we want to do? We want to get data. Where do we want to get data from? We want to get data from our lakehouse. So I think I just scroll down. Okay, so this is our lakehouse. So we select our lakehouse that we want to get data from. Okay, so it has opened up the files that we have in our lakehouse. Let's expand the file section, the file folder, and let's open the sales data. Let's select the CSV files. And let's hit on create. So it has brought us to a Power Query interface. That is, so it is a user-friendly interface, just like the Power Query we have in Power BI. So in this interface, we are free to do our normal data cleaning, transformation before loading it into our model like we normally do in Power BI. So that is what we are going to do. And since we have brought this in and we realize that, okay, we still need more, maybe there's one more file that we need to add to this, we can still stay in the Power Query just like we normally do in Power BI. We can click on more and still bring in the remaining file, assuming it's your lakehouse or it's in the cloud or it's in Excel. Of course, you saw all the available options. So depending on where your data is, you'll be able to fetch the data for you and import it into the Power Query environment. So I just did that on purpose so that we'll know that we can still go back to bring in data into our Power Query by working in the Power Query section. All right, so with that, the next thing, the next assignment we have to do is that looking at all of this data, I mean, let's allow this to finish working. So while it is trying to bring it, so okay, okay, it is ready. So with that, we can, if we look at this, we can see that our header is actually the first column. And like we normally do in Power BI, I don't know how many of us who are familiar with Power BI. So, but what we can do is to promote this.
Please take it easy. I'm new in Power BI.
Okay, okay, no problem. Yes, track
Yeah.
1 is actually for Power BI. So you are going to be taking step by step all through. All right. So what we can do, we can see that this zone doesn't correspond with what we have here. You can see southeast, southwest, north central. So I was expecting something like maybe south or southwest in this place. But since zone, it means that this is the header. Because it was coming from Excel, so it assumed this as one of the columns. One of the role name. So with that, you can look at this director name, and this is Ayodeji. So that tells me that, okay, this is actually a header. So instead of we having column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, we are going to be having this zone as the names for this holding this column. That is what I'm trying to say. So to do that, if I look through this place, I'm not seeing anywhere where I can move this one, move the first row up. So I come to this transform. Under the menu, I come to this transform, and under transform button, I can see used first row as header. So if I pull it down, you see use first row as header or use header as first row. So it depends on the kind of transformation that you are doing. So assuming um, it is the header that is the first row, then you are going to use header as first row. But in this case, as far as our data is concerned, we are using the first row as header. So we are going to click on use first row as header. So with that, we wait for a couple of minutes and we see that, okay, it has transformed it for us. So now we have it the way we want it to be, Federal Capital City. We can see that everything looks okay now with that. But looking at our, what do we call it? These are yearly targets. These are yearly targets is money. But it's giving us, it has changed the data type to numeric data type. Although it is numeric data type, but I want to inform my end user, maybe the data analyst that is going to use it, that this is actually money. So I'm going to change by hitting on this 1, 2, 3, which represents a whole number. I'm going to change it to currency. And it's asking me, do I want to replace the current column data type? I could say yes, replace it. I could say add a new step. Most cases, when I'm working with data like this, I like adding a new step. The reason is not far-fetched, it's just to allow me to maybe delete that step if is for me to be able to undo that step if I don't need it. And in that case, it will not, instead of canceling everything that I have done for me to start all over, it will come helpful for me to just delete my last step. So I will select add a new step. So assuming I have issue with that new step, it is easy for me to just cancel only that new step rather than starting afresh by promoting header and then having everything all over again. I don't know if I'm too fast, please let me know. So we are done with this director file. Then we come to our sales. So looking at our sales, I think we have the same problem with them. So with that, if they are all looking the same, so we are going to, so who can tell me what I am going to do? Hello, can someone unmute and direct me what to do?
Okay. You need to promote.
Click on
Yeah,
transform,
and
then use first row as header.
So where do I click to get first row as header?
You click on transform.
I click on transform. Okay, so where do I go? I
Use
click
the-
on fill down.
Yeah, you click the transform, the header. Use the first row as header.
Oh, okay, use the first row as header. Very good. So I click on use the first row as header. Wow, amazing. Yeah, so I think we are good. So let's check for the next data. What can we do as well? Anybody? Hello?
Also have to promote it again, promote the header again.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, boss.
You are the boss, so I'm
You
the
are the
learner.
prof. Yeah, you are the one guiding me now. What to
You are
do.
the boss, I'm the learner.
All right.
Sorry, ma, when you are done, can you please help us go through creating that our Fabric account? I didn't really get it.
All right, no problem. That's fine.
Thank you, ma.
Okay, so who will help us with this? Someone else? Hello? Let me see. Who is going to help us? Please help us. Help my life. Can someone help
We
my
will also
ministry?
use,
Yes, lights. Yeah, okay.
it's the same thing, ma. We also transform it by using the first, that's you will use the first row as headers.
Very
We'll go
good.
to
Thank you.
transform and then go and use the first row as headers.
Yeah, thank you, Prof. I love you. Thank you. All right. So who is transforming 2024 for us? Anybody there? Hello?
you do the same transformation now.
All right,
Transform
thank you.
and do first row as header.
Okay, thank you. So for purpose of our time, I think this is 3:21. So what we do, ideally, you can decide to either transform all of this data completely before combining them together, because seeing them as 2021, 2022, 2023, the best approach is for me to append all of this data together to be in one file. So I would like to combine them together, then I can complete my transformation, and then I can try to load if time permits, or otherwise we'll start from there in the next class. So the next thing, I come back to Home tab, and then I come to my file right very close to Copilot. Like I mentioned, Copilot can assist us, but because I'm on trial version, Copilot will not assist me, so I will use my head by myself. But if you are on Fabric paid subscription, we have F32, we have F64. Depending on your consumption, you'll be able to make use of Copilots. So here we are going to combine the data. We want to make them in one file, but we want to stack them together 2021, 22, 23, 24. So we'll come here to append. So when we want to combine files together like that, one coming after the other in succession, we combine, and that increase the number of it increase the number of rows. But if we are combining files together that maybe is top at, maybe you have sales and you want to add profits to it, it means that you are increasing the columns, and in that case you are going to make use of merge queries instead of append. So but in this case, we want to combine them, stack them together in succession of their years, how it appears in the folder. So we are going to use append. And because I'm combining them together, I'm going to append as new because I want to move only the data that I've transformed into my delta table. So I'm going to select append query as new, and it's asking me, is it just two tables I want to combine? If I can look at my far left, I think I have about 4 of them that I want to append. So I will select three or more tables. So what you select depends on what the data that you are working on. So 2021 is already selected. So I go ahead and add 22 to it, and 23 and 24. And then I click OK. Then I'm all right with the data. So it will create a new folder for me holding all of the data. And in this place, now I can transform my table completely the way I want it to look. For instance, looking at this dates, other dates, I can see that it's in a text format. So if I click on this and click on dates, it's giving me this error. So this explains what I was explaining about applying a new step. So because it's giving me an error now, the reason is not far-fetched because we have some date formats. Let me cancel the step so that it will take me back. So we have some date format that's giving me, this is day, month, year, while others are probably in month, day, year. So in order to handle that, I'm going to click on this. So instead of selecting date direct, I'm going to use using local function to handle it, and then I'll select a date. Then here I'm going to select, because this is more of DDMMYY, which is England or Nigerian date formats other than the US that use MMDDYY. So I'm going to look for, I think there's somewhere we have English Nigeria. In some cases, if your data is mostly predominant of MMDDYY, you are going to select US. So if I select this format and click OK, that will handle my date error for me. Okay, so that is done. My unit cost is in decimal, but since cost is money, I'm also going to change it to currency.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry for cutting you, man. So
Yes, sir.
the transformation you did on the dates now, I don't know if I can explain it again. So what I saw was that you changed the date, you changed the data type. There was an error, so you
There was
remove
an
the step.
error. So can
Remove
you
the step.
see my cursor, where my cursor is?
Yes, I can see it.
So you come here. Once you have that kind of challenge, you come to this place, but you try to observe your data. So when I observe the data, I see that it's predominantly DDMMYY, and that is Nigerian format. So with that, you come here to select a date, and then you come here, you click on this locally, and you select the country that has that format, which is either UK or Nigeria. So here I now scroll down to look for my country. Here you go, Nigeria. So if I select it, if I click OK, that was what I did. But because I've done it before, I'm going to cancel this step. Does that answer your question, sir?
Yes, thank you very much. So basically, what it means. So I'm just trying to get what really happened. So it means it now change for those are MMDD, change them to DDMM.
Yes, exactly. Yes, so that it will be uniform.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
so there are cases that when an operator, a computer operator is entering data, there are cases that when a date column is not validated to either make use of DDMMYY or MMDDYY, there are issues that I will go there. I want to fill in my data. Maybe I want to fill in my data. I go there and fill DDMMYY, and then you also came. They say everybody is filling their profile. You too, you go there, and maybe you are used to MMDDYY. So what you do, you just fill in your own date as MMDDYY. So by the time the data comes to either a data engineer or a data analyst. Data engineer in this case, because we are the one now preparing the data for an analyst to make use of. So when you come, you are the one that is going to handle all of those errors. But usually at the back end, we normally advise data owner to validate their date column so that it will be impossible if you validate the date column either in Excel, if the data is being captured in Excel, if you validate the date column, what will happen is that it will be impossible for anybody to impute. If you validate it with MMDDYY, it will be impossible for any other user that wants to impute any date in another format. It will just not doesn't allow the person. It will just give a warning that you are not using the right date format, and it will flag up the right date format that that column was validated for. But in cases where that is not done, it's usually very impossible, for them to follow a particular date format. So it depends on the organization. You can advise an organization to validate their date column. I don't know if I was able to answer your question, sir.
Comprehensively. Thank you very much, ma'am.
You're welcome. Okay, so for unit price, we are going to select currency. And for other quantity, we have the right. It is not money, so whole number is good for it. Whole number is represented with this 1, 2, 3 data type. And for channel, anything text format that is not an aggregated column is usually left in a text format, and the symbol is usually ABC, as you can see. So I will get to, okay, so now we have this. Now, one thing we have seen here is that we are done with transforming this data. But the next thing is that preparing it for analysts to be able to generate their reports. We can see that we don't have sales. We only have unit cost and unit price. So can we generate a sales column? So to do that, we come to the menu bar here and select we select the add column ribbon, and we select the custom column. So in this custom column, you can see Copilot is ready to help me describe what you like to do. So assuming I have a subscription, I will just enter it and it will complete it for me. But now, I think we are OYO now, so let's do it by ourselves. All right, so with that, let's give our column a name. We said the name is sales. And then what do we want to do? We want to get sales. And to get sales, we want to multiply our unit price. If you scroll down, you see insert column here. So like I said, it is a window-based, it's a user-friendly, so you are not thinking of the code. But although as we are performing this this transformation is there's a code is generating the code behind for me. All right, so let's multiply. We put our multiplication sign and select other quantity. So when we select other quantity, we click on insert, and I think we are good, except that we need to get it a data type. So who can tell me what data type to give to this sales column? Who is helping me? Lights? Anyone?
Currency. Currency.
Thank you, my profs. In fact, I need to come and learn under your tutorial now. So let's hit the OK button. All right, so we have our sales. So another column we need to generate is a profit column. I think if you are the data owner, you like to know what profit you have made. So let's have a profit here. And again, what we will need is a unit price. So we scroll down to see our insert column. And this time we want to subtract it from our unit cost. And we insert. So using our BODMAS, I think we learned that some time ago. So sorry, I think Microsoft is not working somehow. So I'll just close it. And then I'm going to multiply this by the quantity. So I hit insert. Again, let's give it, what data type should we give to it?
The same currency.
Thank you. Thank you. So I hit the OK button. Right, so I think this is fine. And then another thing we can do, we can either add the profit status to see if we actually make profit or loss. I'll just keep it simple. This time, let's make use of an additional column. Is it conditional column? Yeah. So let's call it profit status. Profit status.
Excuse me, ma, there's an observation I need to make now. I'm sorry.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yes, about the.
Can I cancel this?
No, about the profit that you just calculated now.
Is it wrong?
So you just subtracted the total sales from the unit costs, right? We are supposed to have total costs minus the sales, not the.
Yes, but we don't. But we don't have.
Not the unit cost minus sales.
I use unit price minus unit cost, and of course, it's going to sum the unit price and sum the unit cost to have the total, and then subtract it from. And when it subtracts the subtracted value, the resulting value is going to multiply it by the quantity, and the quantity is not just one quantity; it's also going to sum it, and then use the summation to multiply and give me the profit.
Yes, I know, but you only multiply the quantity with the units. I don't know what formula did you use just now.
Yeah, if I may explain what she did again, there is what we call unit price. I decide to sell this my smartphone for 200,000 naira. That is the unit price of one unit. And she removed the unit cost of one. One smartphone cost me 120,000 naira, cost of one. Now, Jamil came to my store to buy 10 smartphones what is my sales? My sales is the price of 150 times 10, which is 1.5 million. Jamu paid me 1.5 million. Now, she also calculated profits. My profit is the unit price, 150,000, minus unit costs, 120,000. She got that answer, which is 30,000. She now multiplied 30,000 by the quantity, which is 10. So my profit in that transaction is 300,000 naira. Jamil, does that make sense?
Yeah, okay, sir. Yeah, it does.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, so our time is fast spent, but before we go, let's just get this conditional formatting done. So let's get our profit status. Profit status. So if our profit is greater than or equals to 1, let's say we have profit, it means that we have profits. But if it is equal to, if it's equal to 0, I don't know. If it's equal to 0, it means
Break
that
even.
break even. Very good, thank you. I think that's the word I was looking for. And then if it is less than 0, then it should give me a loss. So I will now hit OK button. Okay, so let's wait for it. Now, can you tell me what data type should I give to this? Who can help me?
Text.
Text. Thank you. Thank you. So we have a text. And then if we click on this, we can see losses. We have some profits. Okay, so that's fine. And our last tax I can see is 341. My boss, I'm sorry, I just merged the directory to it. Can we do that? Do I have your permission, sir?
Please continue.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so I'll just do that quickly. So what we want to do now is to merge. We want to merge this director file to this our table, because on this director file I can see that I have the director name, their email, and their yearly targets that they ought to, the yearly target they ought to meet. But I don't have it on this table. So what I will do this time around is to use a merge, because I want to increase the column. I want to bring in the yearly target, the name of the director, and the email of the director. So this time around, I'm not going to use append, because it's going to stand out. So it means that I'm increasing the columns. So like I mentioned, that if you want to merge, it means that you are increasing the column. If you are using append, it means that you are going to increase the number of rows. So with this explanation, but before I can do that, it is not like the append. It doesn't need what do I call it? A corresponding matching column for append. But for merge, I would like to, there will be a particular primary column that can help me to, like a key that I will use to connect to this other table. So looking at this table, if I look very well, I think I have a zone somewhere. Let's look at it together. Yes. So I have a zone column, and then on this director table, I also have a zone column. So that will give me the connection key for me to connect both tables together. So that will allow me to connect the tables. So staying on the append table, I will go back to my home tab ribbon and click on the combine that we went to the other time. And then this time around, instead of merging query as new, I'm going to merge queries into this append table. And if I select director here, it's going to tell me, I'm going to select the zone, and it's going to tell me that these columns are not matching. It says select columns of the same type, maybe number, text, etc. to continue. So you can see that it doesn't match. So we'll go and look for that zone. Zone, where are you? Oh, all right, this is my zone. So when I select my zone, of course, excellently is allowing me to go through. So I will hit the OK button. So here is my director file that I'm bringing in. So I will open up this divergence arrows. I will uncheck all of the selected columns for me. I will select only the columns that I needed. Zone is already in my append table, so I wouldn't need that. But every other thing I don't have, so I can bring them into the table. And I hit OK. So with that, I have successfully brought in the table. I've successfully merged the director table into this table. So this is good. So now we are going to, you can see destination here. Can anyone see my mouse?
Yes.
So, yes, so this is where are we trying to load this file? We are taking it into our lakehouse. So I'm going to select lakehouse. So when I select lakehouse, it will bring me this interface, and I hit on next. So when I hit on next, in this lakehouse, let me locate what is the name of that lakehouse again?
Victoria Lakehouse.
Victoria Lakehouse.
No, this is a lakehouse. Is this a lakehouse?
Yes, it's under that fabric too.
Yeah. Okay. So this is our lakehouse. It's telling us that do we want to make use of the name append? Let's call it sales data. Sales underscore data. So let's hit on next. And then it's telling us that this is the mapping, the column ID, order dates. These are the data types. This is the destination, and this is the data type, phone number, date. Of course, if we like it like that, so we'll say, okay, I like this setting. Save this setting for me. Okay, so now that I've saved the setting, the next thing for me to do is to publish. So I'm going to publish this. I'm so sorry for taking our time, and I overshot the time. I'm so sorry. So our data flow is running. It's refreshing. Okay, so while the okay, so it has told us that data flow is successful. So can we go to our lakehouse? And this is SQL. Okay, so let's refresh our table. Let's close this. Uh-oh. Ah, oh, it's still refreshing. It's almost 2 hours. I just want us to verify that we have been able to move our data here. Don't know if I can refresh from here. My ideally should just give me set. Okay, so I think there was a delay in loading. I was in a hurry because I want us to close out. So this is our data. And if we expand this, and of course you can see the data is structured just as what we have. And we, sorry. All right, so we can see this is our data, and this is what we have from this is the transformed data in our table. So with that, we have come to today's session.
Sorry about Microsoft Fabric or the registration.
Mr. Deji.
Greg.
Okay, so the video will be available. She has done that about 2 or 3 times during this training. Okay. And we don't really want to hold us longer than this. So okay. I will make sure the video is available immediately after this section on our WhatsApp group.
Okay, sir.
And
you, sir.
Please, next week is another wonderful time. We have another great speaker amongst us. So our name is, I think, Olive will be handling that section. We'll be talking about AI. So this is data and AI community. Any question you have around data and AI, please bring it to the WhatsApp group, drop it there. Somebody asks a question on the group about the PO 300 exam. I don't see any reason why anybody in this community will sit for that exam and not pass it on the first attempt. So I'm going to address us on the WhatsApp group concerning that particular exam. So, and for those of us that have been interested in doing the exam, please give it your best shot and clear it once and for all. 70% is a pass mark for Microsoft. And please, let's make it a date. By 2 p.m. next Saturday is it week 3. And every third Saturday, we are looking at AI. So let us see what we can do as far as AI is concerned. And for those of you that missed the last week's session, please, I just dropped the video on this link. You can check out the video. That is one. And for those of you that are not on the WhatsApp group, copy the link and drop here. For those of us that wants to be the community, the WhatsApp group, that is the WhatsApp community. And please just click on the link if it's dropped here to join us on WhatsApp. Let's take all other conversation to the WhatsApp group. I don't want to hold anybody longer than this. If you have any question, pardon us.
Let's have the WhatsApp group here, the address. Okay. WhatsApp.
Hello everyone. I think he's having network issue. So I'm going to drop the WhatsApp link. Let me try and grab the WhatsApp.
Yeah, it's on the group already.
Okay,
It's on
thank
the
you,
platform, the
Franca.
chat platform.
Okay, thank you, Franca. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so this is where we are going to draw the curtain for today. We appreciate you all. Thank you all for your time. Thank you for joining. Like my boss said, the video will be made, the recordings will be made available on our WhatsApp group, as well as the data set. I can see that some people are asking for the data sets. We also need the files to upload. Yes, so it's going to upload it as well on the WhatsApp group, so that we all can we can have a hands-on and play around it, and that is what we'll be using going forward. So thank you very much for joining. Thank you for your time. We really appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Ma.
ma'am. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
ma'am.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Love you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Yeah, thank you, sir. You're welcome back.
Okay. So please, have you been able to drop the link for those that requested?
Yes, the link has been dropped by Madam
Oh,
Franca, and I've
oh,
told them to join. And
thank
they
you.
requested for the file, so please help us upload the file as well on the WhatsApp group.
On the
That's the
WhatsApp
Yeah,
data
group.
set we use.
the data
Yes,
Okay.
set.
yes, sir.